NFL top 10s heading into week 11. Ladies and gentlemen, we are flying through the NFL season. Before you know it, we're going to be talking playoffs. Let's get into our top 10 teams. Whoopsie poopsie, that's a spoiler. This is last week's top 10. We got Chiefs, Lions, Ravens, Bills, Steelers, Vikings, Commanders, 49ers, Eagles, and the Green Bay Packers. Okay, this week, you already saw it. If you were paying attention, boom, here it is. No movement at all in the top 5. I mean, are my power rankings dialed in or what? KC remains number 1, even though I have a sneaky feeling they will drop. I think they'll lose to the Bills this week. The Lions, so again, at the beginning of the season, we do our top 10. Off of that top 10, we adjust every week. Right now, if you asked me to redo this whole list, starting from today, who I think the top 10 teams are, I would have the Lions 1, Baltimore 2, then maybe KC 3. Probably not. Even though they're undefeated, just have not impressed me. Could have easily lost to Denver. I understand they're undefeated. I understand they haven't lost in forever going back to last season. But it is what it is. So if you're sitting here going, the Lions are way better than the Chiefs. First of all, quit slobbering all over your real monster pajamas. I understand. I get it. Okay, it's just how this list works. Steelers, what a win. I mean, the Steelers, what a season. Mike Tomlin, coach of the year. I mean, what an unbelievable resurgence for the Steelers. Russell Wilson, doing his thing. Convincing win against the Commanders. Good stuff. Really good stuff. So, top 5 unchanged. San Francisco, it looks like it was a close game against Tampa. It was not. They absolutely dominated the box score. San Francisco right back to where they need to be. So they are climbing. How much higher they'll climb with how good these top 5 are playing, I don't know. But Philadelphia, same thing. What a performance against Dallas. Now, granted, Dallas is horrible. Cooper Rush and Trey Lance, the combination of them, I mean, an absolute living embodiment of the Goofus and Gallant memes. What was that magazine called? Goofus and Gallant. This is like a mid-90s. Oh my God, the name is on the tip of my tongue. I used to get it. I used to get the magazine. It was like this little brochure magazine for kids. And it had like trivia, it had some comics, it had some like fun facts. It started with an H. Highlights? Highlights. In the comments, let me know if you remember Highlights. But Goofus and Gallant was a comic book strip. Almost had a seizure right there. Inside of Highlights. Highlights were awesome. Loved it. Who published it? Does it still publish? Who the hell knows? But yeah, that's Cooper Rush and Trey Lance. But Philadelphia, real deal. The Washington-Philadelphia race for the NFC East is going to be fun to watch. I think Philadelphia is much better than Washington. They play this week. So a lot of matchups this week. We got Philly, Washington. We got Buffalo, KC. Good stuff all over the place. So a good week to watch the NFL. Minnesota, here's the deal with Minnesota. Dropped them, even though they won, because of a horrible performance. And here is Minnesota in a nutshell. Elite level, high level, out of control, maybe the best defense in the NFL. Okay? Offense, below average, to average. Hey, KOC, I got news for you, my man. Get the ball to Justin Jefferson. Best thing you can do. Get the ball to him. Teams know he's going to be targeted. Who cares? Force them to stop you. Okay? If the offense is stalling out, if you can't score, if you can't move the football, you've got the next coming of Randy Moss. Get him the ball. All right? Washington 9, not a great performance against Pittsburgh. I understand Pittsburgh's a good team. I understand that their defense is good, but not good at all from Washington. And I got a sneaky feeling, ladies and gentlemen. I got a sneaky suspicion. A little coffee break there. My sneaky suspicion is that Washington will get figured out more than other teams because Cliff Kingsbury, in his entire career, has done this, where he goes 10-0, 9-0, 10-1, 11-1, 8-1. Everyone thinks he's the man. Everyone thinks his teams are revolutionary and whatever. and then slowly but surely they get figured out. Happening in Arizona, I think it's happening in Washington. Now, granted, it's, let's not, I'm not throwing Washington out. I'm just saying that they're kind of like Minnesota, where they're actually the opposite of Minnesota. They're like the Bizarro Minnesota, where Minnesota's defense is elite, offense is falling back down. Washington, offense is elite. Okay, maybe not as elite as we originally thought, but offense is elite. Defense is falling back down. But so Washington is still a top 10 team, but yeah, they're peaking a little bit there, and they have a tough matchup, huh? This upcoming week, they play the Eagles. Yeah, Jesus, what a week! Look at this. You got Washington against the Eagles on Thursday Night Football. You got Packers, Bears, LOL Bears. You've got Ravens, Steelers. You got Chiefs, Bills. I mean, unbelievable slate. Unbelievable slate. So we'll see. I mean, again, I think Philly's going to roll against Washington, but we'll see. And then Green Bay was on a bye. I don't like moving teams too much off of a bye, but other teams had some really impressive wins and some not impressive losses, so I had to move them around a little bit. Honorable mentions, right? Honorable mentions are kind of gross. Like Atlanta was up here. They dropped one to the Saints. Tampa was up there, but they keep losing and they're hurt. Seattle off of a bye, but they're up there. Arizona, I guess, would be 11. I guess Arizona going into a bye. Houston, really bad performance against Detroit. If you look at the box score, just nothing on the ground. CJ Stroud looks totally lost. Really, really lost out there. Defense is still okay, but you get 5 interceptions at home and you can't score in the second half. Like that is not good. I understand Detroit is a good team, but damn. So I was not impressed with Houston. Like real quick, if I'm doing this, let's see. I would have it's probably easier to start with like the bad teams. You got like the Giants, you got the Jaguars, you got the Titans, you got the Panthers, you got the Browns, probably like there. You got the Raiders, the Patriots, probably like in this area. Let's see here. Cowboys are really bad. I mean, Cowboys are down there too. Let's see. Colts, Bears, Jets. Saints would be like here. I'm basically just going to do the entire league now. And this is I didn't see this coming, but unbelievable performance by me. I would probably have it somewhere maybe in this neighborhood. This is probably pretty close. Let's see. So we got the top 10 that we just talked about. Arizona be honorable mention 11. Seattle, Houston, Atlanta, Tampa, Cincinnati, Miami, Denver, Rams, Chargers, Jets. Are the Jets that much better than the Saints? We'll say Saints, Jets, Bears, Colts, Titans, Patriots, Cowboys, Panthers, Browns, Raiders, Jags, Giants. Now this, if I was to chunk them up into tiers, because I mean, I think tiers are way, way better for this than rankings. I think your playoff teams probably end around here, like around the Tampa, Cincinnati area. I think average, above average at times, is like Cincy to probably the Rams, maybe not many. Maybe the Chargers. Bang average. Like boom average. Just a C team. Not good, not bad. Can be good at times, can be bad at times. Average, not a playoff team. Would be like the Saints, Jets. Maybe just that's just about it. Yes, maybe Chicago. Saints, Jets, maybe Chicago. And then maybe Indy. And then bad, I would have like Tennessee, New England, Dallas, Carolina, Cleveland, the Raiders. Yeah, then these are just bad teams. So I would guess like the Saints, Jets, Bears, Colts, that kind of universe. That's like your 7, 8, 9 win teams. The Titans and below are like your 5 win and below teams. Cincy and above are probably like your fringe playoff teams, 2 playoff teams. And then, of course, you're going to have some 9 and 8 bunch and all that. But that's basically how I see the whole NFL. So where does this put the Saints? Let's see. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Saints the 21st team. That sounds about right to me. Yeah. Sounds about right. Jets 22. Yeah. I'd be comfortable with this. I might have Dallas too high, honestly. But good top 10. I mean, I said it last week that I was really confident in my top 10. I was really confident in my top 5, especially. And I think I even said last week, like, if I had to bet, I don't think the top 5 will change very much. And it did not change a single bit. Now, it certainly will this week. It has to. The top 10 will change this week because of so many top 10 matchups. Like, if Philly rolls Washington probably falls out. And Philly, knocking on the door top 5. If Washington rolls Philly, Washington's right back into that conversation. Philly might drop out. So a lot of tough ones. I mean, you got Pittsburgh, Baltimore. What's going to happen there? Buffalo, KC. I mean, a lot of top 10 matchups, a lot of top 5 matchups. So you love to see it. Good week here. We're starting to figure things out. We're inching our way towards the playoffs. Very exciting times being an NFL fan. Ladies and gentlemen, get on down below. Let me know where I got it right. Let me know where I got it wrong. Post your top 10. And I will see you in the next video.